Hey, well, good afternoon, YTPC. It is Thursday afternoon. It's about 3:30. It's about 40, 43 degrees, something like that. It's beautiful. It's cloudless sky, no breeze, no wind. So we are out at the fire pit. I've got a fire starting up. Here, I'll just give you a quick look. There's the fire, but I just lit it like 5 minutes ago, so it's going to take some time. So what's going to be in the pipe today? Guess what? Another pound of tobacco came in. This guy's totally out of control. You've seen my stash. You saw it yesterday. And here I am today telling you another one. So this is Santa's sack. It's a pound. It's from Watch City. It's where I got that curly block, which, as Greg pointed out, or as Willie pointed out, wasn't curly or a block. But I got one headed off to our Welsh friend, and I got this while I was at it. So this is what we'll be smoking tonight. Santa's sack from Watch City. All right, be back to you in a minute. All right, as you all know by now, Marilyn Meerschaum and Santa's sack, first light with one of my nice lighters. No wind out here, so we'll use it tonight. Most of your guys' first lights are so dainty and kind. I feel like I burned the shit out of the forest and I still don't get it lit. I think tomorrow I'll line up all my Christmas blends. I got 3 or 4 now. Corncob pipe and a button nose. Santa sack. Kringle flake. And what was the cookie one yesterday? The cookie one smells by far the best. This smells good. Santa sack smells good, but nothing like the cookie. So I think from now to about probably New Year's, I'll be smoking one of those 4. I'm going to put all the rest away and just smoke the 4 festive blends while we're doing it. Look, here I am tamping. Get it back down in the bowl. You see how well that flame draws down into the tobacco? That's what makes this thing fabulous. So I sit here on this channel, many times I teach you about let's stay calm, let's live in the positive. Well, I went to the post office today to send one package to our buddy at Mark over there at Welsh Piper. And boy, did the post office fung up my sway today. Holy smokes. The guy actually said, hey, I don't see a postal code. Well, I said, well, it's UK. I believe this is the postal code. He was like, we wrote it in the wrong part of the form. It should have been here, not here. And I'm like, okay, but it's right there. He's like, hey, I shouldn't have to help you. He said this in front of everybody. There's 10, 15 people in line. This guy's like, I shouldn't have to help you. I shouldn't have to do anything. I shouldn't have to write anything on this form. I should not have to do anything. And I'm like, you're standing at the customer service desk, dude. Yeah, but that doesn't mean I have to do anything. I shouldn't have to write anything on this form. I'm going to give it back to you. You just have to move. So I had to move the postal code to here, which I did. And then the guy who did the God, have you ever sat at an airline ticket counter and they punch buttons for 30 or 40 minutes and you, what the hell? This guy was clicking and moving. I mean, my God, I hope Mark gets his tobacco. This guy, I finally said, dude, I feel like this is your first time. And boy, did he get pissed off about that. This guy had no idea what he's doing. I mean, he had to redo it 3 or 4 times to the point where the other person came out and had opened another counter. He's like, yeah, this guy's going to take forever. It was crazy. Anyway, I think my shui is back, but boy, I was funged up for a while there. All right, guys, my fire's kind of kicked in. I'm just going to show it to you real quick. Oh, man, perfect fire. That's going to take a while, but it'll kick up. But it's already throwing off some heat, turning these 40s into some 50s for me. So, all right, so far we're burning good. Santa Sac in the Maryland Meerschaum's working good. So I'm happy to tell you we're back on the alcoholics list. This is the Crown Apple. I didn't expect it, but I really do like it, man. So as your life counselor, I have to say I would avoid it. It's pretty damn good. You know, do what I say, not what I do. And now the smoke has decided to blow me out. Hey guys, so I'm going to read to you today. I'm going to read you out of this book, Napoleon Hills Positive Action Plan. I'm going to read to you December 12th, page 178, and I didn't bring my glasses, so pray for me. The 5 known realities of the entire universe are time, space, matter, energy, and the infinite intelligence that gives these orderliness. I like that. The Reverend Bernard Frauman, a Presbyterian minister and Think and Grow Rich newsletter columnist, believes that the order of the universe is one of the most compelling arguments for the existence of God. The universe is simply too intricate in its design to have occurred randomly. He says that the magnificence of the universe is in itself convincing evidence that God is in the loop. We may not understand the complexities of infinite intelligence, but we can tap this spiritual power and put it to good use in our own lives. Guys, that's pretty damn good. Some of us already say the name God, the Lord our God. Some of us already say that and some of us aren't. I wasn't for a long time. Okay? So maybe it's easier to say the universe or infinite intelligence. I found those two phrases far more comfortable for a long, long time. And the fire of hell is burning me for it. I can't even see because of the smoke. So maybe that's telling me something. Guys, the infinite intelligence, the universe, it's out there and it wants to support us. But we've got to make good decisions. We've got to make decisions and have a plan and a purpose in life that it can get behind. I just wanted to give you that one example out of this stupid book. All right? God, I've read this thing like 7 years in a row. I've beat the hell out of it. But I like that one. I used the phrase infinite intelligence for years. There's no way this occurred randomly. Come on. I don't believe it. Anyway, I sense the offensive meter might be going up. I just wanted to say it out loud. I believe there's an infinite intelligence that is controlling this, that created this, and that gets behind us. It blows a wind in our back when we are headed the right way, and headed the right way consistently and for some time. Don't think you're going to do good at dinner tonight and the wind's going to be at your back tomorrow. But after months or even years of doing the right thing and pursuing the right goal, righteous goals, God gets behind us. And I believe that at the bottom of my heart. Hearing the lesson. I got Ranger out here with me. Good boy. He's just sitting here with me. He doesn't run away. He has no interest in doing anything other than being here. You know, a lot of the dogs I've owned have wanted to run off and explore, but this one, the most military dog I've ever owned, the most law enforcement dog I've ever owned, the most beast-like, the most intimidating. He wants nothing to do other than just lay next to you. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And hey, before I turn it off, I'll show you look at this fire. It's in my backyard, guys. I get to sit out here whenever I want. It's crazy. You know? Anyway, not trying to brag. Oh, and there goes the hellfire coming right at me again. And that's God's way of telling me to stop talking about certain subjects. Anyway, I love it out here. I love the fire. I love the fire pit. I love being out in nature. It's my backyard. I get to walk outside. The house is 20 yards right there. I love it. All right, guys, here's the subject. I want to talk to you about something tonight, because you have said it in replies, either VRs or in comments to my vids. You have used the term, God, I've seen it 10 times now, maybe. Dave is a self-made man. And as our culture defines it, that is a true statement. I didn't inherit any money. That's a joke all by itself. Someday I should tell you my inheritance story. It's got a minus sign in front of it, by the way. I didn't inherit the money. My name had no value to it when I was born to it. And there's no sir next to it. I mean, started from nothing. You know, if you listen to Berkshire Hathaway, they say being born white, male in the United States is the greatest privilege on the planet and the greatest privilege that we've ever known. And so I am that. I'm white, I'm male. I was born in the United States of America in 1964. So I inherited all those things. So it was Warren Buffett was the name this feeble brain was trying to remember. It was Warren Buffett that said he had achieved the greatest start to his life in the history of humankind. He was white, male, and born in the United States. I don't even know what year he was born. Doesn't matter. Maybe that's true. I inherit all of those. That's not my point. My point is that the term self-made man is literally the largest crock of shit sold to the public. There are people who actually believe, I am a self-made man. People believe that. I fit that category. I understand that. I'm telling you, as a member of that caste, a member of that membership, as a member of the upper class, I don't know, how do I say it? How can I say this most offensive to you? I'm telling you, the phrase self-made man is offensive to me. Not when you say it to me, that's not my point. The concept that a man can stand alone and have this kind of success offends me. So let's take a few minutes to talk about why it offends me when other people say they are self-made men. I started my company in 1994. I started it as a one-man show. It was just me, no one else. I did it because I knew I was going to get fired. I mean, you've seen how offensive I can be. I can set off offensometers in seconds. I worked for one of the big 8 accounting firms at the time, KPMG, Pete Marwick. In downtown DC. I had attained it, the golden ring. I was there. I was on the fast track. I quit because I knew someday I was going to get fired. So in 1994, I started my own company. We can talk about that story later. Okay? It's a great story. It's not repeatable, but I'll tell it. So I started my own one-man company. I'm a self-made man, right? Mm-mm. I had to go home and tell my wife I'd quit and I was starting my own company. Yeah, she said, as long as you make the house payment, I don't really care. Just don't lose the house. That was it. That was her only sentence. Some would consider that cold. I consider that dead on. Dead on balls accurate, as my cousin Vinny. She left me alone. Mark, you'd like to be left alone. I saw your video. I saw the one you deleted. $25 years later, in 2019, I sold a company of 500 people, and we were selling $53 million a year. And our 3-year run rate showed us at $80 million a year. I'm a self-made man, right? No, I was not a self-made man. Does anyone think one man can do that? One man can take a one-man show to a 50, 60, $70 million a year organization? There are people who would say that, and I would say they're beyond arrogant. I relied upon hundreds of people to do what I did. And yeah, I started the company. Yes, I owned 100% of the company. Yes, I was the CEO. Yes, I was the front man. I took all the hits. I took the shit. I had some horrible meetings with customers and employees. Yeah, I played the role, and I played it well, by the way. I'm not saying that I'm a dumbass and just got rich out of accident. That's not my point. I was pretty sharp, and I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew exactly where I was going. And it took me 500 people. If you know anything about hiring, it actually took me like 2,000 people to get where I got when I sold my company. My junior accountant served me well. My senior accountant served me well. My CFO served me well. My COO served me well. And the purpose and the mission of the company, all my customers, I had hundreds of customers. They served me well. I did and am living the American dream. I get that. I accept that. I wear that like a badge of honor. But it took hundreds of people working with me to make it happen. I needed so many great people to do what I did. And yeah, I had a good vision. And yes, we served the American public. We did some crazy things. And we did them well. And some of the best in the industry came to work for me. And that's my point. Some of the best in the industry came to work for me, and we took some risks. We gave some jobs to some people that should never have been hired, but we saw something in them. So we took a risk on them, and they quit their job and their career and came to work for us. So they took a risk too. And that's the part I don't think we talk about enough in America, that when someone's willing to come work for you, they quit somewhere. They left somewhere. They jumped off the cliff to come work for you. I'm sorry, there's that you thing. And why do I always do that? I had hundreds and hundreds of people jump off the cliff to come work for me. They left. They left good, viable, high-paying jobs. They came to work for me. I couldn't have done it without that. I had some of the best in the industry, and it was the federal IT world, right? Especially the intelligence community. That's who we served. We were top secret or higher. And I mean higher. I mean, some of us had Q clearance. I still carry it. We can talk about security clearances someday if you have questions about it. But there's confidential, secret, and top secret. And then it goes on from there. Compartmentalized, TSSCI, Byman, HSC, all the way up to Q. My only point being, when you hear self-made man, it generally means he might have provided good leadership, but he needed many, many other men and women to make whatever his vision happen, actually occur. And although I respect the term and I love that you guys are saying it out loud, and it is in fact true compared to other career modes, I just wanted to come out here and acknowledge that the term self-made man really is a little bit of a misnomer, or a complete misnomer in my opinion. I needed hundreds, some at the executive level, some at the management level, some at the leadership level, and some at the working dog level that just wanted to come in. That was the other thing that I never understood. People complained about people, oh, he only comes in and does a job. I said, shit, I'll take 1,000 of those guys. I'll take 1,000 people who want to come and work at 8 and go home at 5 o'clock and be done. I'll take 1,000 of those. Not everybody has to be dedicated to the mission. Not everybody has to dedicate their life to this. Some people live to work, and some people work to live. And I think it's okay to be both, as long as we're honest about it. You know, if you want to work 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and go home, you're going to be treated differently than somebody who works 12 or 14 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week. It's okay. I'm okay with that as long as you're okay with that. Where I get upset is when you want to work 8 to 5, be treated like somebody who wants to work 7 days a week. That doesn't work. My point on this video is self-made man means he had a lot of other men and women that made it happen, including this guy. I just wanted to be honest about it. I just wanted to be, you know me, I'm trying to be straightforward and real. And there we go. All right, guys, that's enough. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to lock this up, go ahead and put it up. I'm a little bit late today, but I have a bunch of things to do. Again, as always, I'll say it to you out loud. I love this community. Your interaction with me, your comments, your replies to my comments, your VRs are freaking amazing. I've talked to you. I have another video. I have another channel. I haven't posted on it in like 3 years. It's DHR Street Speed. It's where all my cars, and I was going to be a different kind of presenter at that time. 15,000 subs. Some of you have come here from that channel. The car community is not this. I spent years over there. The YTPC is something special. And if this is your first YouTube experience, you don't know that. Or you go, well, yeah, it's special, but I'm telling you, I don't know if you know how special this crew is. Nobody gives a shit where you came from or what you do or how much you're worth. Or we generally, I've seen this now for a year. I'm a year into this now. Nobody cares. People care about how you behave, what you want to talk about, what do you want to show us. I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to smoke that again. So I'm going to say goodbye. Hopefully you had a great Thursday. We'll talk again tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is Freedom Friday. This channel will be participating in Freedom Friday. Good night, you guys.